So listen, I know it's late, but you know, seeing a lot of crazy stuff online, stuff that's going on in New Jersey, up north, stuff like that. Other places like Argentina, you know, Vietnam. So listen, I understand the sensationalism. I understand that it's nerve-wracking. I understand that it's invasive. But before everybody loses their marbles, I'm not just speaking to you as a cop. I'm not just speaking to you as another guy. I'm also speaking to you from the standpoint of an ex-government employee. And I'm asking you this as an American patriot and citizen. There's a couple things that I want you to consider, okay? Before everybody loses their mind, we have to keep our wits about us, and we need to ask ourselves a couple questions, some critical questions. First question is, who benefits from this? Who stands to benefit from this? I'd look for major transactions in the stock market. I'd see who's investing in what. Another question that you need to ask is, who's really quiet right now? You need to ask that. You also need to ask, if we were to play this out to its logical conclusion and we were to accept the fact that we need the government to come in and save us, would this event justify government expansion in the erosion of our rights and privacy? That's what you need to ask, okay? So listen, I understand the fear, but just understand that when you're put in fear, you are very easily controlled. That is the easiest way to control somebody, is to put them in fear. I don't know what these things are, okay? Doesn't seem like anybody else does either, but I can tell you who does know. The government knows. They know, 100%. They know what they are. They know where they came from. They know where they're going. They know what they want. They know what they're here for. They know who sent them. They know. I'm telling you, they know. And some of us out here, we know as well. I'm not talking about law enforcement, but I'm talking about citizens. Certain citizens here, we know. We know what these things are. But I would just tell you this, okay? The strong delusion isn't on the way. Strong delusion is here, okay? You have to remember, these are interdimensional beings. They completely defy the laws of physics, okay? Encounters with them are deeply terrifying. Contact with them, they promise hidden knowledge. That's always a heresy. Oh, God's a woman. God's this. God's, you know, there is no God. You're God, okay? It's very telling. It's very telling. Also, look into the fact that every single time, and I have my own story with this from years ago. I've been talking about this stuff for years, but again, you know, if you would have talked to me 15 years ago, you would have thought I was crazy and you would have had me backtracked. But now all of a sudden everybody's seeing all these things everywhere. Suddenly it's not so crazy anymore. But I'll tell you about a story that I had with something similar to this. And I can personally attest to the fact that, just like they're saying here, contact with these things stop on a dime. Not just contact, but abductions or anything like that stop on a dime the second you mention the name the Lord Jesus Christ. Whether you believe in Christianity or you don't, that's very telling. I'll come out with more videos on this stuff. Use your brain. Think. Ask these questions. They're important. Who stands to benefit? Use our noodles.